Guide to Modern Life. Let's get married. All on your own? Come on, man. Let's find you a wife. She's nice. What about her? Nice legs. That's a man. She's not bad. She's about a 5. There we are. She'll do. She's at least a 6. Now you've chosen your wife-to-be, it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty. Courtship. Start by flattering her. Mention her pretty eyes. Her big breasts. Make her laugh with a funny story. Make her cry with a sad story. Now's probably a good time to sneak another look at those breasts. But don't get caught. If all goes well, take her to a romantic restaurant like this one, the Golden Anus. But don't be put off by its name. It's actually one of London's most exclusive dining rooms, although it does smell a bit. Now your belly's full and you're fit to burst. You can't put it off any longer. Come on, man, it's time to propose. You stand up, take your trousers off, and get down on one knee. Then you take a deep breath, look into her eyes, and utter the immortal words. If you don't marry me, I'll kill myself. I will. All right. It's the big day and you're all set. Everyone's there. Your mum, your dad, your gay dad, the best man, and the worst man. But you're nervous. Your mouth's all dry and your bladder's bursting with urine. Suddenly the organ strikes up, and there she is, your beautiful bride. She's easily a 7 today. And look at those breasts. Just think, soon they'll legally be yours. And so the ceremony begins. Do you fancy this woman? Yes. Do you fancy this man? Yes. Do you promise never to be led astray by prostitutes? I do. And do you promise never to be tempted by lesbians? I do. I now pronounce you man and wife. You may kiss the priest. Congratulations, you've done it. You've got married. Good luck with those breasts. A guide to modern life. Let's have a baby. Are you considering having a baby? Then here are some facts that may be useful for you and your wife. First, where do babies come from? Well, the baby comes out of an opening near the woman's bottom. This marks the end of the pregnancy cycle, a period of 9 weeks, during which time the woman is referred to as Pregnant Nancy. If you're from a wealthy background, the baby may be born with a silver spoon in its mouth, which can be quite uncomfortable for the mother. Congratulations, it's a boy. Isn't he adorable? You may have noticed that the baby was born with a moustache, although this tends to get shaved off nowadays, as it's not that fashionable. Now, what are you going to call your baby? Well, these days, the baby's allowed to choose its own name. This baby boy has named himself Stephanie. Silly baby. The baby's name is then written on the birth certificate, which also contains the sex, weight, and the profession of the baby. This one's going to become an IT consultant, whatever that is. When you've taken your baby home, you'll need to look after it properly. What will you feed it? Well, don't worry. Babies are natural-born cooks and can cook pretty much from birth. This baby's made a chicken and leek pie. It looks delicious. When your baby's not in the kitchen, you may find that it spends most of its time crying. This is because babies have vivid premonitions of the future and can see what will happen to themselves, their parents, and indeed the rest of mankind. This baby is witnessing the rise of the internet and Al-Qaeda, whatever they are. Although looking after a newborn is a big responsibility, you mustn't forget to enjoy the precious time you spend with your baby. After all, he won't be a baby for long. pretty soon he'll grow up to become a super baby. I think someone needs a nappy change. A guide to modern life. Let's have an orgy. Ever had an orgy? Having an orgy is a great way to meet new people, have some fun, and let off some steam after a busy week. But an orgy doesn't just happen. It requires careful thought and planning. Collect an orgy form from your post office and fill it out with your name, date, and location of your orgy. You'll also need to give them some idea of what you'll all be getting up to. Tick the positions you'll be attempting at your orgy. Be truthful. Failure to declare any positions could result in a £5 fine. Now you've completed your form, you'll be invited to present your proposal in person to your local orgy board. Oh, cheeky. If all goes well, you'll receive your orgy permit within 28 days. Take your orgy permit and stick it clearly outside your house. This is sure to arouse the neighbor's interest. Hello. Not bad. You should invite a priest to bless the orgy. And also invite a doctor along. Not for health reasons, but because women love a doctor. In some parts, it's traditional to invite a chimney sweep who tickles the ladies' bottoms with his filthy brush. How about hiring someone to let off stink bombs? Mr. Stinky's the best in the business. Time for your orgy checklist. Magazines, nuts and nibbles, camping equipment, bread and fillings, tissue, and bleach. Well, it's the big day. Are you all prepared? Have you both had a bath? And a shower? Have you both been to the toilet? Have you? Good. Well, now you've done everything you need to do. All that's left for you is to get changed and wait for your guests to arrive. They're here, and they're bang on time. There's Jean, her husband Jemmy. There's Ulrich. And Pam. She's looking nice. Anyone else? Oh well, have fun. Or should I say, have bum. A guide to modern life. Let's get fit. Look at you. Look at your big fat belly. Your pigeon chest. Your flabby arms. No wonder your wife won't give you a second look. Call yourself a man? You're a shambles. Come on, stand up straight. We need to get you into shape. That's better. Now you're ready. First, let's work that saggy behind. Get a potato and squeeze it hard between your buttocks. Come on, man, clench. Clench. That'll get them nice and firm, just like those he-men she's been ogling all day. Come on, man, clench. Now let's concentrate on that chest. Pay a couple of builders to come round and pull your arms back as far as possible. Let's get those chest muscles nice and stretched. Now pay a third builder to punch you hard in the stomach. That'll toughen up your big belly gut. That's impressed the missus. Run up and down the stairs backwards with a cup of tea balanced on your head. Do this about 500 times. Try not to spill any. It's hot. Finally, try dragging your car between your teeth with the wife in too. Come on, man, smile. So there you are. Look at you, healthy, toned, and fit. Mwah. Oops, that's her good phone book. Oh well, if she still won't give you a second look, there are plenty of others who will. Wait for me. Now, let's go and build a big gay house and live there. A guide to modern life. Let's have a good night's sleep. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. The whole world is asleep, apart from you. And him. And him. You just can't sleep. Well, help is at hand. The first thing you can do is make yourself something to eat. Go and fry yourself about a dozen sausages. Pork is nature's sedative. That's why pigs are always fast asleep. They're nice, aren't they? After eating them, you should start feeling all bloated and drowsy. Now, run yourself a nice hot bath. Get in and drink as much of it as you can. Soapy. If you still can't get to sleep, try running on the spot for an hour, eating some more sausages. How about starting an argument with the wife? Come on, get up. Tell her that the next time she goes shopping, she really ought to buy more sausages. That should tire you out. Oh dear, she's not playing ball. In the mirror, try to remember everyone you've ever met and list them alphabetically. Imagine yourself as a woman. Now imagine you're watching the funniest comedian you've ever seen in your life. He's funny, isn't he? There are still some more things you can try, like lovemaking. Although after that argument, she probably won't be in the mood. Crying is also a good method. Imagine how you would feel if you and your wife were both killed, beaten to death with a brick. What a waste. Now's probably a good time to have some more sausages. If you follow these steps, you're sure to get a good night's sleep. Good night. But don't sleep too long. Hey, rise and shine, sleepyhead. Oh dear, you've slept in. I bet you wish you hadn't eaten all those sausages now. A guide to modern life. Let's pretend to have witnessed a murder. We've all thought about it, making up an entirely fictitious murder and then reporting it to the police. But if you're actually going to go through with it, you'll need to get your story straight. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Get the wife to help you, as women are very good liars. Although, let's face it, the police are never going to take a woman seriously, so you might be better off going it alone. Come on, man, off to the police station. First of all, who committed this murder? What did he look like? Was he tall? Small? Chubby? Did he wear a hat? Smoke a pipe? 2 pipes? It's totally up to you. After all, it's your murder. When you're talking to the police, remember to act distressed. For example, stumble over your words, burst into tears, knock over the inspector's cup of tea. It all adds color to your story and makes you all the more believable. The next thing you have to think about is the victim. Was it someone you knew? Well, stop. It can't be. Otherwise, how come they're still alive? Granted, they may have died while you were at the police station, but you wouldn't know that, would you? No, your victim has to be imaginary too. It could be anyone, a dentist's assistant, an astrologer, a pasta chef, a tuber repairman. Be creative. Now the murder weapon. Again, the only limit is your imagination. But don't be too outlandish. The police might smell a rat if you tell them it was a 90-year-old woman who used a gold scimitar to decapitate her grandfather. As the weeks go by and the police have made no progress whatsoever with the investigation, it's important to keep up the pressure. Visit the police station every day, demanding an update and insisting that the murderer be caught immediately. If they still refuse to do anything, step it up a gear. Take your story to the local paper, the Nationals, the BBC.
Which has led to the resignation of the British Chief of Police.
Who knows where it will take you?
What you're saying is that the murderer actually smoked 2 pipes.
You've fooled everyone. Wink.